hand out toys to patients, which is great, but more importantly, we sit down with all the child life staff and caregivers and listen.
In 2016, Child's Play was starting to change from a more passive charity where we just sent gifts every year and that was it, to where we are now, where we're visiting hospitals, we're more involved with the child life staff.
We started to really lean into that and say, well, what can we do to demonstrate the therapeutic benefit of gaming? We can fund some grants to researchers. Maybe we can develop our own programs in partnership with some of the hospitals we're working with. We found that kids who play games require less narcotics, less morphine and painkillers. And we've been really starting to see some real clinical trial results that show that games can heal.
We open the evening with a silent auction.
So the dinner auction is definitely the celebration of Child's Play.
Nerd Prom, as it's lovingly called, is a chance for gamers to get together, celebrate the work that Child's Play does, and hopefully take home some unique, one-of-a-kind gaming items.
And that's what this event is designed to do, is to focus that, celebrate it, put a cap on the year.
A little bit later, we usher everybody into the dining room where we sit down and have our live auction. We'll have around 15 items or so where Mike and Jerry of Penny Arcade are our auctioneers and the entertainment for the evening.
What's different this year is that we're showing off the efficacy and effects and results of Child's Play. Like, what does all this money that is generated this night actually do? We're bringing in folks from the hospitals that are partners with Child's Play, and they're getting up and they're saying, oh, here's how we're using our gift and grant. Here's the results that we've seen in our patients because of your actions.
Helping them build skills using games like Dungeons & Dragons.
So another thing that happened 3 weeks ago is that we opened up our Adolescent and Young Adult Center.
This shows, oh, beyond the gifts, what is the effect?
Welcome, everybody, and thank you all for coming out this evening. I want to start the evening off by introducing Elaine is right in front of me. Here's Elaine, our board president.
I've been a supporter of Child's Play charity since it was founded. Then last year, they approached me for joining the board, and I jumped at the opportunity to get more deeply involved. It felt so good to see the whole community come together at the dinner auction. Everybody, dress up and put on their finest clothes. It was super fun, and it raised a ton of money, and it really is all for the benefit of kids.
Good luck, gentlemen.
Well, okay, this is the dark souls of charitable hosting.
You told me you were professionals and you got this. Don't worry, it's fine.
You know for a fact I never said I was a professional.
No. One of the things we saw in the early days of Child's Play is that it was having an effect.
All right, let's start with lot 301. This is the Dark Link Master Sword.
They started to send things back. They started to send letters. That was something that a bunch of 20-somethings were not prepared to deal with, at least I wasn't.
$10,200 sold.
The gifts that are being given give a chance to normalize the life for a kid who has been ripped out of what was normal life.
For me, the most important things we do are fund child life staff in hospitals. And those are real human beings who go in every day and interact with the kids and play games with them.
Get these letters in the shaky little hand of a kid talking about what it meant for their brother to play a game or have a little bit of normalcy at sometimes the end.
It's such a disruption to be able to help provide them the toys and the video games so that when they have to come back again, it's a place where they remember that they had fun and that it wasn't scary. Watching that transformation of kids that are just in a really truly awful situation and being able to take a little bit of a breath and a time out of that and immerse themselves in the fun of gaming, that to me is what Child's Play is all about.
We're splitting it. You each get a game with Chris Perkins for $41,000. Thank you very much to Wizards. Oh my God.
That is Child's Play history.
15 years ago, it started with a simple wish list on Amazon for the Seattle Children's Hospital. We've grown to serve 140 hospitals around the world, plus domestic shelters. This new direction of being able to share the feedback has been so well received by the community that already supports us so much that I am just excited to continue this tradition on as we do our annual dinners. One of the most remarkable things about Child's Play
is that it wasn't orchestrated for any other reason than to demonstrate that gamers are good. The community responded. I think that's the most remarkable thing, is the generosity of gamers. It's in our DNA. I'm honored to have been part of it, and it's my continuing honor to help make that goodwill have an impact.